Hello, everybody. Hello. We are here again, as usual. When the results have come, we have brought a lot of great people who studied hard and got what they desired. They are still working hard, working towards more achievements. So, this is Vallath August 2024 results felicitation. And this is a great day for us, a great moment for us, because we have the best ever result. Every time recently we have been breaking our own records in one single exam, in one single subject. 700 people, 700 and more people coming to you and telling you because of your classes and support, we were able to do it. It is more than anything we can imagine. It is so, great a moment. Thanks to God Almighty. Thanks to every student, each and every one who passed and worked hard towards it. This is such a collaborative thing. If we teach alone, that alone is not going to achieve anything. It is just such a beautiful give and take. It's a metaphor for the best possible, collaborative achievement we can make. Thank you so much, every student. Many are here in Zoom with us. Many are not here in Zoom. Many of you are, listening to us in YouTube. I am reaching out to all of you. Hugs to all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We also have Team Vallath here with us. In Vallath, we have a big team of over 50 people who are working part-time, full-time, working from home, working from Trivandrum. So many people who have over many years, this is our 26th year, over 26 years contributing to this wonderful, achievement that we are all able to get again and again. The learning, the work that we have done, the learning that we've had is going to take us a long way. It is for a lifetime. It is not for one exam. With this learning, with this course, with this material, with this hard work, you will be able to pass more exams. You will be able to, as I speak, firecrackers are going on everywhere. It's like fireworks. It is the best day we can have to talk about this, really. The day when ignorance is defeated by light, the day when such celebration is happening all over the country. I'm so glad that this day has come, and it falls on Diwali day also. Thank you again. So this is taking us a long way. Many of our students are from the previous batches and all have gone into central universities and IITs and NITs, and some have gone abroad. It is a great contribution that these students are making. It is not just passing an exam. It is contributing to the subject, contributing to so many people's growth. You're part of that that wheel of fire, that turning wheel. We are all part of. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Well, I have been speaking for months and months. So has the other teachers at Vallath. Now and I was always telling my students, muting you, muting you. Now is the turn when I have to mute myself and turn to everybody here who is here to speak. We have people from 100 percentile onwards. The other day we had listened to Aksha, who had got 100 percentile. So before any of us speaks, I would invite the students to speak. It is your day. It is you that we need to listen to. So first, let me call upon Aravind. He was a student in D23 online, and Aravind Raghunath has been a brilliant student at that time when he was studying, and now he has cleared. Aravind, please talk to us. Tell us more about your journey. All congratulations to you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Uh, I have to say, seeing ma'am's face in a Zoom meeting brings back so many memories. I'll never forget those 6 p.m. classes, wonderful classes. And I already thanked you, so I won't bore anyone with that. But once again, thank you. Coming about my journey of net, when I joined Vallath, I had already attempted net 3 times, but wasn't able to clear it. So when I joined Vallath and a few months in, I realized my mistake, which was I didn't study for the exam. I didn't study systematically. I didn't know what was the content. I just before every exam, I just look up Shakespeare, some of Victorian literature, that this and that. I never look at the extra contents like critical theory or post-colonial literature and that. I le- I actually found so many topics that I had never known before after I joined Vallath. And only after that I studied for the exam. I had some great teachers, yes, but a man used to give so much content to cover net. And in life, that it takes that much of a content to cover net. And the main thing is the encyclopedias. I have to thank them for you and the entire team for the encyclopedias. But because wow, how can you accommodate so much content in 7 books? The encyclopedias are a valuable resource that really helps CrackNet. I've gone through other net books before joining Vallath, and there's a vast difference in content and quality, and it's easy to understand. It's interesting. It's interestingly written, and you just delve into it, and it's so fun. It's so fun that ever since joining Vallath in September 2023 till the exam in August 2024, I've covered the British Encyclopedia like 5 rounds and the Indian and American encyclopedias 2 times. Covering that encyclopedia that many times, it makes 99% sure that you'll eventually crack the exam because everything's right there. And covering content is one part of it, and covering systematically is other part of it. Knowing when to study what, how to study when, it all comes down. People have different ways of processing content, recreating content, and all. And I mostly listened to ma'am, and we had Medhavi and Niketa, wonderful faculty. I mostly listened to their tactics. And their revisions were wonderful because you remember, like probably you still do it 20-30 minutes before your class, they'd actually revise some topics in quiz model. And whenever Medhavi or Niketa did that, I used to write everything down, which I didn't actually could process that quickly. And yes, my handwriting helped me. To anyone listening, my studying in my handwriting also helped me. Apart from the encyclopedias, that before this August shift, uh, I actually took the encyclopedia's content page and looked at all the writers there are, and I actually wrote down their works, most of their works. I finished a full A4 size book with that. Uh, so that helped me a lot. And don't my to anyone looking to study in it, I'd say trust yourself. And you have to listen to people who know the exam better than you. That's one thing. But also you have to trust yourself. You might encounter failures. You might fall short sometimes, but trust yourself. Study systematically. Systematically studying is a huge thing. It's not studying continuously, but systematically studying. 5 hours of systematic study is much better than 10 hours of rash studying. So go through that, trust that, and there are some of the classes I have to mention, like Manusa's classes, Voice's classes. That's really underrated classes. I knew because there's a huge gap in net. Without Since there's no negative, we can actually take educated guesses, and his classes really helped me in taking educated guesses. So maybe that was the bridge I crossed from PhD qualification to net qualification. And all the faculty and teachers, Manu sir, Nindu ma'am, Abhay ma'am, is everyone helped a lot. And Attending classes, yes, that's the main thing I'd say. To anyone who join Vallath later, I tell them keep attending classes, if not live, at least recording. Cover the classes, study the text. Just that's the basic stuff, and that's all you need when you're studying with Vallath material. And thank you again. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Aravind. You did give a lot of tips, and it's really, really important that everybody follows these tips, because it is from others that we have always been learning. It's wonderful. There are so many of you waiting to speak. There are also the teachers waiting to speak. But I want to tell all of you something before I call upon the next person. It is that Vallath is specially known for a certain gift that Vallath gives their students. When students from the current batch, the batch that's prepared for NET, that particular batch passes NET with JRF, we return their complete tuition fees. And we have in this batch some people who are present here in Zoom, on Zoom also. Anil Kumar Sahu from Chhattisgarh, Anisha Singh from Bihar, Anisha Kumari from Jharkhand, Anjue from Kerala, Dashrath from Karnataka, Gokula from Tamil Nadu, Gracema from Tamil Nadu, Gracema again from Tamil Nadu, two Gracemas, Khalida from Rajasthan, Meera from Kerala, Meera Rajendran, Neela K. Andrews from Kerala, Palash Barad from Rajasthan, Rohan Dayal from Uttar Pradesh, Rupali Sinha from Bihar, Sharon Immaculate from Tamil Nadu, Sneha Rathod from Rajasthan, Shweta Mary Kurian from Kerala, and Vipin Yadav from Uttar Pradesh. They are the students who are getting 100% tuition fee refund. That does not mean anybody else is any less or any more or anything. It is just a token of appreciation for the tremendous hard work that you've done. As we just listened to Aravind, it became clear how he was writing and learning, and it is so amazing that you have got the energy to work so hard. Thank you. Congratulations again. So next, let us hear another student before we go to the Team Vallath. Let us hear Sayani Mishra from J23 and D23. Sayani, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Please tell our
Am I
students
audible?
how you did. Yes, yes.
First of all, I want to give thanks to you and the whole team of Vallath from the core of my heart. Without your guidance, without your support, it was just impossible to pass NET this time. You know everything that I have joined your course in June 2023. I have came to know about you in December 2022 because that time I was your YouTube baby. I used to follow your YouTube classes, but when I have contacted, the batch had already started at that time, so I could not took admission on December batch. That's why I took admission in the June batch, and my journey started. It was an amazing experience with NET because, ma'am, without you, it was impossible to know about the world literature. And you are a living legend, ma'am. You are a living encyclopedia. And I bet that no other teacher like I will not get another teacher like you in my life. I am really grateful to God that God has gifted me in my life as a teacher like you. And ma'am, you know, I have missed NET for the last time, only for 1 percentile. And not only that, I have went through a lot of struggle in 2023 because I have lost three of my family members at that time, ma'am. My uncle, my paternal grandmother, my maternal grandfather, 3 of them left me. And one person who was very much curious about my results was my grandfather. He is not with me anymore.
But I'm sure, Sayani, your grandfather, wherever he is so happy that you've done this, you've achieved this.
Yes, ma'am.
It is for all the people who love you and support you that you've done this.
Yes, and I also want to talk about paper 1. First of all, when I joined NET, I got Aparna ma'am's class. Without her, it was quite impossible because as a student of humanity stream, I had a fear of math. since my childhood. I used to avoid this. But when I got Aparna ma'am's class, I have started doing maths for 5 or 6 hours. I don't know how it is and what magic she has done on me. Her classes were super. And then I want to mention each and everybody's name: Setu ma'am, Grishma ma'am, Manu sir, Jobin sir, Roy sir, Rushati ma'am. If I Setu ma'am, if I mistake anyone's name, please pardon me, because today I have lost my words, ma'am, to speak. And I would want to recommend, and Sudeep sir also. And one thing I also want to tell, your father's name, I have just forgot, because only for
Balakrishnan
him.
Nair is his name. You
Yes,
can
sir.
call him
Please,
Achal.
please give my pranam. I'm offering my pranam to him, because without his guidance, Sanskrit literature was not going to be easy for us. Whenever I attempted the exam, I was hearing your voice and also sir's voice. How he used to taught us in the class. It was our luck that we got him as our teacher also. And ma'am, lastly, I want to dedicate you two line for you, two line of one song. Last thing. Hmm. शुक्रिया 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 आपका शुक्रिया आज जो भी है हम सब है आपकी वो दौलत है आपके समर्पण को सलाम शुक्रिया 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 आज जो भी है हम सब है आपकी वो दौलत है आपके समर्पण को सलाम शुक्रिया 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 आपका शुक्रिया Love you, ma'am.
Thank you,
I am
Sayani.
still your student. In the D24 also I have joined, because I can't live without your live lectures.
Well, I'm speechless. It is 10% us and 90% you.
Thank you so much. I am seeking your blessings, everyone's blessings. On 2nd November, I am going to face an interview for assistant professor. So I am seeking your blessings, ma'am.
Thank you. All the best to you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Sayani. Right now, we heard about 3 of Team Vallath people, and then a whole flood of them. Everybody's name, she said. Aravind also said, we have to call one by one, some of them. Please, Aparna, first talk to our students, because all of you are superstars, and you should be talking to them so much now. Please talk to us.
Hi, everyone. First of all, congratulations to all of you. As ma'am said, it is 10% us and 90% you. Without your hard work, it is not possible. It's because of you we have crossed 700 plus. So thank you so much for doing hard work, and I really wish whatever dreams you have, you will be achieving. I wish you achieve it. You will be achieving it. I'm damn sure about that, and I'm happy to see so many people are here, and particularly some names, those who have was very reluctant after December 23 exam. Some were very reluctant to write exam on this time, and many messaged me, but when the result came out, most of them cleared exam. So I was really happy to see those names. I'm really happy that all of you have cleared net, but seeing those names was really, really, really. After seeing that names, I was on cloud nine, right? So I'm so happy for you guys, and keep in touch. All the best for all of you, and you will be the rock stars in your life every time.
Yeah, very true. Amen. Thank you, Aparna. Well, there are so many of you here. I'm just randomly calling out your names. Anil, are you there? Anil, I think you've got JRF. Anil is a very brilliant student who is from our 1 year extended online batch. Anil, can you speak to us? I can see Anil there, but maybe he is unable to unmute himself right now, but that's okay. We'll come to him later. Network issues. Okay, no problem, Anil. What about you, Nirmal Kaur? Can you please tell us what were your strategies? How did you prepare?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, please speak.
Good evening, ma'am. First of all, it is privilege to talk to you face to face today because in the classes I never get personal interaction with you. So you have been an inspiration for me, and throughout the journey, you have been a guide, of course. Now, talking about my journey, uh, I started preparing for UGC NET in January 2023. Before that, I was uh, I was in school teaching students, but I always wanted to crack NET and pursue research further, but never get the chance. But I think maybe the Lord was happy. He wanted me to study further, and uh, urge was stronger that I quit the job and started my studies again. Uh, Initially, it was quite tough because the syllabus was like an ocean, and my maths was really weak, and logic had no logic for me. So and the writers were unknown to me, and it was really depressing for me to study again and make my schedule again. Then during that time, I keep on searching on YouTube, watching videos on English literature, and it was that time that watch your videos, and since then I am following you on YouTube, Instagram, and whatever the source is possible. Uh, I qualified NET in my third attempt. It was my third attempt. I was also a regular student for NET. I use ma'am's notes. Uh, uh, third, the whole journey was really tough, of course. But the third attempt, I might say, the tension was intense, and it was in my mind, if not this time, that I will never sit for this exam ever. I will not pursue my research, and I will go back to my school job.
No, no,
So
no, no,
I
no,
will.
no, no, no. You're misleading people. You should not ever like that.
So,
You
but
should not give
somewhere
up.
I haven't told to anyone about it, but it was in my mind. Okay, so this is going to be my last attempt, and for for this exam. So,
God
uh,
heard you. And God
yeah, he
says
heard me.
no.
He took pity on me, and I qualified. Today, and I remember when I opened the website and saw my result, and my mother, she cried, and I was choking. So uh, and I also I was opening the website again and again to make it sure whether I qualified or not. So I wanted to thank Kalyani ma'am, whole team, Aparna ma'am, Jobin sir, uh, Jason sir, then uh, maybe I forgot some of the names because
Grishma,
Rishi ma'am, uh,
Srishti,
yes, Setu ma'am. And on YouTube also, I was joining
Tina.
9 p.m. classes, 9 p.m. classes regularly. So uh, for all the team Vallath, because they have guided me throughout this journey, that it was possible for me. I wanted to thank Kalyani ma'am, especially from the core of my heart, and all the teachers, because I know they put a lot of effort on us. And I wanted all those who are appearing, and that the charm, real charm, is in the journey. So I wanted you to tell that now I get the desired result, but I know the real charm is always in the journey. I am missing those days, those classes, moms, mnemonics, how she used to teach us. So I wanted to wish you all the best, and thank you all of you, and I seek your blessings, and thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Nirmal. Thank you very much. We are all overwhelmed and so happy to hear all this. Nirmal was just talking about, how she listened to YouTube classes also. Even though Nirmal was from the J24 online batch, it is very much YouTube that helped almost all of you. Our YouTube channel, which has regular videos and sessions by Hina and Ankita, Ananya, and also our Telegram group where Shubhendu and Princey are running the 9:30 p.m. Quizzes. It is a very proud achievement of Vallath that along with all the paid courses, we have a tremendously huge open course system also. So many free materials without paying any money that people are using from all over the country and achieving success out of. Our own paid course students also take the benefit of it. It's a great, blessing that we have been able to do it. I am so happy that Hina's videos and Ankita's and Ananya's live sessions, Jobin's live for Paper One classes are all, greatly benefiting all of you. I would like to call upon Srishti Agarwal if she's here. She has not joined any of our courses. She has done only sessions on our open course system, that is the YouTube sessions. She has also followed me in an academy, I think. Srishti, are you there? Srishti, she's there, but I don't know if she'll be able to unmute herself. Yes. Harinder Singh, I just saw your chat message. Would you like to speak? Harinder Singh is also following us on YouTube. If you are able to speak, please unmute yourself and speak now. Srishti is there.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Both of you, please speak, one after the other.
My name is Srishti, and last year I missed your YouTube session because I couldn't clear the exam. Then I promised myself that I would be there in your next live session, and I'm here. I'm so glad to finally meet you. You know, I'm one of the students. When you started paper one with Jobin sir, you sent gifts to people, 10 people who answered at the first number, and I was one of them.
Wow.
So uh, I attended recorded classes from an academy and followed you on YouTube. So I'm finally here on your live session.
Wonderful. Proud of
I
you.
bought all your encyclopedias.
Okay.
Yeah, they are very helpful.
And we have now brought out student encyclopedias for anybody who does not want to spend a lot of money. The student encyclopedias are equally good. Almost entire material is there, and there is no problem. Even though there are no pictures, it is still very good. I just want you to know that if anybody does not want to spend that much money for the main encyclopedias, you don't have to worry. You can always go for the student encyclopedias.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Means a
Srishti.
lot.
All blessings to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Harinder, would you like to speak too?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Uh, I thank you so much, ma'am, for helping me a lot in this journey. So let me tell you a story that how my journey began.
Yes.
I was working in a local college, and my friend cum colleague was working with me, and she had her UGC qualified at that time. And I, kept on asking her, what were your sources? What did you follow? And she recommended me that comprehensive notes of yours. Some teacher of hers gave those notes to her, and she recommended those notes to me. And I got that notes, got them copied, uh, and we have we worked there only for 9.5 months. I was looking for so many sources, but I was not clear what to read, how, I mean, there was nothing filtered, and then when I got the notes, and I searched you on Google, and I came across those YouTube videos, and I felt like I got treasure. Now I have something to rely upon to read. And I told you that we worked there only for, I mean, 9.5 months in a year. So when we were relieved from college, I used to sit in my university library. I go there around 8:30, and I would sit there till 5:30. And I just listen to your YouTube videos, revise those videos again and again, either history, criticism, everything. And it literally changed my life. And I qualified UGC exam the second time. I mean, this was my second time that I qualified UGC net. And I really, really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You changed my life, ma'am. It's, I, I, I wanted to work in a good college, and just because of your YouTube videos that helped me a lot, and I qualified my exam, I got a job in a very good college.
So good, so thankful that to God that this has happened. And I'm so happy that you did hard work. It is not because of my videos. Again, I'm telling you, it's because you did hard work. These videos are just the medium. It is your work. I acknowledge it
Ma'am,
100%.
I think if one wants to clear UGC exam, those videos are, I mean, there is no comparison to them. I mean, that's enough. If somebody listen to that videos thoroughly, revise the authors that you tell, the work, revise the works that you have mentioned in the videos, that's more than enough.
Thank you. I can only say thank you. It gives us more inspiration to work harder, to be worthy of your appreciation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was really, really wonderful talking to you, because you are literally like my guru. I do not, I cannot rely on anyone else except you, because everything, you changed my life. That's it. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Let us listen to another student now, Ruhi. She is also from J24 and D24 batches. I can see her here. Would you please speak to us, Ruhi?
Hello, good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
First of all, I would like to take this moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to you, ma'am, to entire team Vallath, and especially to our Bible, our encyclopedias that I am here. This was I just want to share my journey. Everyone else has spoken about consistency, about dedication, persistence. I was in my PhD coursework enrolled this time, and in January 24, I got to know about your course. So I was like, okay, I had filled the form for net about one or two times, but I couldn't gather the courage. I was like, I haven't studied at all. I can't go. So I was like, okay, in mid March, I joined your online course after my coursework classes, exams got over. And I was like, oh my God, I have left so much. There is so much backlog. But then I would listen to you saying every time that no need to worry, I'll do revision sessions, everything will fall into place. And then the another setback was that I went to take the exam, and the exam got cancelled. And it was like I was like, I am attempting it for the first time, and what is even happening? So but thereafter that moment onwards, I would like to add to it that to those people who I see that they are stressed about the exam, about everything, the setback, that what has happened, I just want to say one thing, that please, patience is the key. That be consistent with your studies. That's all I can say, because even my mama papa, they are also like, they also thank you every time that you were not at all motivated beforehand, and now you are so much studying. After that exam got cancelled, I was like, okay, this is for me. I hadn't studied much. I had left my 2 months all along, and now I'm gonna study. So thereafter, I didn't lose any moment of studying, and I studied. I was like, okay, it whatever comes my way, I am okay with that. And then even before 4 or 5 days the exam happened, I was like, no, I can't give it. I don't have the courage. But then I always remembered your words. I was in D24 batch. Even that 1.5 month helped me a lot to bring me to that same ground where everyone else was. And I'm so grateful. I just want to say that there is something you also say in your classes, leap of faith, faith in everyone else's experiences, but above all, faith in yourself. So it's all like, there is a saying that there's this constant pressure, that is what makes diamonds. So if at all I am here, that is all because of you. And paper one, I was so afraid of paper one. I was so, like every English student, I was so weak in maths. I couldn't deal with maths at all. But then I got to hear Aparna ma'am's classes, and that ignited in me the interest in maths. Even in logic, Joyce and sirs, I got 5 on 5 questions correct of logic. That's all because of Joyce and sir, Manu sir, Jobin sir's classes, Aparna ma'am, Rushti ma'am, Setu ma'am's revision sessions helped us a lot during that time. And I'm just so grateful to Team Vallath, because it couldn't have been possible without you all, and I owe this one to you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ruhi. I know these words come from your heart. All of you are just speaking your mind, and we can see that. I'm so glad that we have been able to do this with you, for you. We'll keep on doing it. Now, sorry, somebody accidentally switched on the whiteboard, I think. Oops. Okay. Sorry about that. Sugirtha Prabhu wants to speak next, because she must be in a hurry to go. So let us not waste time. Let us move on to Sugirtha. Please speak, Sugirtha.
Good evening, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes. I have never dreamt of sitting beside you, talking to you like this, ma'am, because I was one of your YouTube babies who was very curious in every classes and very curious to answer your every question. But everyone will everyone will go ahead of me every time. So I'll be the 10th one or the 11th one. I would very much wanted to be in your attention actually. So this day would be the greatest day in my life, I think. So I'm Sugirtha. So I want to go as ma'am used to start this, no? So success is counted sweetest for those who never succeed, as Emily Dickinson says. I could be the perfect example for this, ma'am, actually, because as I've already texted you, people now said they have been writing exams from 2023 or 2022. But I have been writing exams since you will not believe it. I have been writing exams since 2015. And I don't know what was actually lacking in me and why I could not clear it. So constantly and repeatedly, I have been appearing for net examinations, and every time when the results come, ma'am, you won't believe it. So if the percentile cutoff is 92, I would be getting 90. If it is 86, I would be getting 84. And I could not actually fix my problem. What is lacking in me? Because I'm a good student who secured the first class with distinction marks in UG, PG, as well as an MPhil. But why I could not? I don't know, and I could not fix it. But once in your video, in one of your videos, you told this. See, every question in the net exam does not need your full attention or your full efforts or your full brain. Just use your common sense. Don't be using all that you studied in the examination. Just take it casually. That spark, that lit a spark in my heart. Okay, every question does not need our full attention or what should I say? It simply requires our common sense. That was the lacking thing in me. I felt personally, and this time, after this time, I implemented this in the examination, and this brought me to 94.5 marks, ma'am. I'm literally happy, and really, I'm thankful to you. And the way I got to the encyclopedias, that is also a kind of testimony, I would say, ma'am, because I was watching your video that was 3 years ago. That was posted 3 years ago. I was watching it. So at that time, you were talking about encyclopedias, British encyclopedias then. So I casually left a comment over there. Ma'am, could there any possibility of any discount, ma'am, on these encyclopedia? I just commented on it. Immediately, the very next day, I received your reply that you go use this link and you can get some discounts. I thought the discount would be somewhere around 10% or 5%, but 7 books, 3 British literature encyclopedias, 2 Indian English and American literature, 2 books, totally 7 books for 5,000 rupees. And it was a complete shock to me. And I bought it because there is many a difference between being a daughter and being a wife, right, ma'am? You might be knowing it. So when I write exam in my home, it's completely different, and when I come to my in-laws' home, it is completely different. So after having multiple attempts, people started losing hope in me, but I could not leave net as such because leaving net as such is giving up on me. I personally felt like so I never want to quit it. I just want to crack it. But the way you taught the way, actual path is taught by you actually. So I should thank you really from the bottom of my heart. The economic support, even I'm not a student, I'm not a enrolled student, but I am just a YouTuber, right? You need not respond to my comments and all, but you responded. You was such a great human. So English literature people, we always are emotional. You say whenever I teach Udari Heights, I'll cry. Yes, if you see, I feel like crying, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. There is no words, simply gratitude. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. I don't want to tell any strategies and all because, after many attempts, we learn many things, right? In every failed attempt, we come to know something. So this is the lack we have. So the only one thing that I could not find in myself is founded by you. And I surrendered this to you, ma'am, completely. And thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who had patience in hearing me. Thank you, ma'am.
I don't know what to say. Thank you is all what I can also say. Well, there are so many, no, I'm not going to cry. There are so many teachers here whom you have been naming. Many of them are here. Can you please talk to us, Jobin? You have really transformed many of our offline students. And since you joined our company, it has been a great support to everyone and to the entire Paper One team. Please talk to us.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, and good evening, everyone on Zoom and YouTube. And like I just joined on Vallath in January, and just 9 or 10 months over, and it's a great feeling to me that or this result as like I can hear that from 100 or 200 past to 700, but I started with 700, like hearing that we have 700 plus. So I expect more and more to come in this years, and I don't believe like it's my or it's my what to say, my knowledge or and it's all yours. Like only as ma'am said, 10% from my side and our team side, and it's all yours. And I'm very happy that it's very different that to a for a teacher that I used to teach in schools. I already told ma'am that I used to teach in schools, and they like after knowing the 10th and 12th results, people like students used to say, sir, this much percentage I have passed. But it was very different that all those guys messaging me that, sir, I passed net, and I am very happy that they are the future assistant professors or all those very big guys talking to me and messaging me like, okay, I passed, and it was because of your team and all. And a turning point in like or in Paper One, and also in like the YouTube channel was our Paper One YouTube live sessions, and it was a great success. Now it's like till this time it was following, and every I think by hearing this, like I didn't believe that okay, maybe like our students will be learning through that, no, like our YouTube babies won't be like just seeing and going. But by hearing this testimony, but I believe that there are guys or there are real YouTube babies which are learning through our YouTube videos. So now our as a teacher, I believe that like our responsibility increases. So we will take that into consideration, obviously, and we will work upon that in the like for the next batches. And also, thank you so much, everyone, for believing in us. Thank you, and all the best, guys. Best wishes.
YouTube is like a classroom. They
Yeah,
wait
yes,
for
ma'am.
our classes, they take
Yes.
notes, and it is like Ekalavya's, story. We never see them, but they love us and they remember us always. It's so beautiful. Right. Kanishka Krishnamal has requested me that she should be allowed to speak next. Kanishka, can you please speak to us? Yes, Abhay, I will call you next after Kanishka.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Yes, good.
Wish you happy Diwali, ma'am.
Thank you.
And to all Team Vallath, I would like to thank each one of you because I am also a YouTube.
We cannot hear you, Kanishka. Are you traveling?
Am I audible?
Speak.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah.
And in MA, I was stuck in COVID in my home, and only your YouTube videos was so helpful to me, ma'am. And especially cultural studies, literary theory, and all. It was like 1 or 2 hour lectures in a video. All the playlist I have listened, and I cleared my December net. And but I was so upset that I couldn't clear JRF, and then I got your encyclopedias, ma'am. And to be frank, it was really very helpful, ma'am, because I would regularly read it and take notes, ma'am. So I would tell the students also that thing. Whatever you read, try reading it and again writing it. And in this time, I was in both the courses, ma'am. That is JRF Power session as well as the recap course. And to be frank, all those recap points really helped me, ma'am. Because whatever I learned, it was so much things to remember at the last minute. But whatever important points you said us and for all those was really helpful, and it was so helpful to me, ma'am. And I would like to thank all the Paper One because as English graduates, math logic, all was very, very difficult. And all the supported for paper one also, very, very thank you, ma'am. And really, because I have never seen a selfless teacher like you. That's the first thing I have to tell. So whatever problem comes, when I wrote my first net, there was a delay after COVID, and now exams got cancelled. Whenever I open YouTube, it would be like everybody will be telling their comments, but only you will be like very calm and composed, and you will always encourage students to, you prepare well, you have got more time. The positive words, ma'am. Whenever we see you in the video, the smiles and the positive words really motivated us, ma'am. The consist, even though I didn't clear first time, I only got my net, and second time when I thought it should be JRF. And the thing is, the positivity which you give us is really, really helpful, ma'am. So thank you so much for the positivity. And I couldn't remember. I'm so happy that I couldn't remember all the names of the teachers. The each recap session was really, really helpful. I always thought I could have been in your online course so that it would be even more helpful to me. But still, if all the pointers which you give us, and ma'am would say us to go and look back to the authors she mentioned and the works you mentioned. So I, at the day, complete day, I would go and look back and again come back to the next class. So which was really helpful, ma'am. So to all students out there, if you didn't clear, also be very, very consistent and patient. That would help. And congratulations to all the other winners also, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanishka. Thank you so much. There are so many people who are eager to speak. So, without wasting time, let me call upon Abhay Krishnan. He is from our J24 batch.
Hi, ma'am. Respected Kalyani ma'am, Sudeep sir, Setu ma'am, Rushiti ma'am, Jobin sir, Princy ma'am, Aparna ma'am, Ankita ma'am, and all my fellow teachers at Vallath. I'd really like to thank each and everyone for teaching me in such a very good way that I could crack net this time. Actually, this is my third attempt. And actually, my journey at Vallath started in 2023 when I passed out my PG from Marivanius. At that time, I attempted net and I couldn't make it up to the cutoff. And the second time I attempted was in December 2023 after joining Vallath ma'am's course. And I came close to the net, but I couldn't clear it. At that time, there was no PhD mentioned in their result, so I could not clear that times net. At that time, I was so sad. I literally cried for weeks that I couldn't crack the exam, and I even thought that this wasn't my field. I thought it many times, and after that, I contacted Aparna ma'am, and Aparna ma'am said, "Beta, you try one more time. This is your field. You don't think such a way. You shouldn't think so. This is, this has some luck associated with it. You have to work as well as you have to get that luck. So in order to get that luck, you have to work 95% and you will get that luck." And then after that, I joined the recap course was there on YouTube. I watched the recap videos and I joined in Vallath as a marketing intern. And then while in that academic circle, I got to learn many things from the people who were there at Vallath, whether it be the office staff or the teachers. Those people were taking offline classes. They all helped me. And I believe that if you wish to be something, the whole universe will conspire, like alchemist said. And after a series of advice from the dearest teachers and Kalyani ma'am, of course, I decided to give another attempt and give an exam for June 24. Unfortunately or fortunately, it got cancelled. And after that, once I checked my results, I knew that I didn't work really well. And again, Aparna ma'am and Rushti ma'am and Jobin sir, of course. Jobin sir was driving while I called him. Jobin sir answered my phone call and said, "No, you just chill. You will get this. You will get this." And I was like, "No, Kalyani." I called Kalyani ma'am also. She was really busy then. And she was like, "Abhay, you study for one more time. You will crack this time. You will crack this time." And after that, I followed the revision sessions. I followed the Vallath materials consistently and systematically. I worked out maths every single day for 1 to 1.5 hours, like Aparna ma'am suggested, and Jobin sir also helped me really well. And it was the last moment, and I didn't know what to do. So what I did was, ma'am, I don't know if I'm allowed to speak this, but I borrowed one book from the library, which is the compact guide for English literature, literary theory. After skipping some of the lessons from encyclopedia, I read the compact guide. Actually, that was very helpful. And at that last moment, I watched the YouTube classes really well, and Jobin sir's revision sessions. Jobin sir and Kalyani ma'am provided revision sessions for paper one. Those were really helpful. And Setu ma'am's revision classes were also, absolutely great. And actually, I was really weak at maths since I was from a humanities background. Aparna ma'am and Jobin sir really helped me overcome my fears of mathematics. And actually, I studied consistently for the last 2 months before I appeared for the June net. Actually, what I have to say is consistency is the key, and the trust in Vallath team is what led me to success. And I really wish to work forward with Vallath. And actually, my journey is not over yet. I have registered for GATE, and I am appearing for net exams, and I'll make it to JRF someday. I hope so. With the Vallath materials and guidance from my dearest teachers, I'll crack JRF someday. I hope so. And this net, actually, this is not expected. Actually, I didn't check the answer key also. And it was a pleasant surprise when the results came. I called all of my teachers and said I passed this time. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for helping me. I'll be forever grateful to all these teachers who helped me pass this, Herculeous task. And thank you, Kalyani ma'am, for
Thank
your
you,
guidance,
Abhay.
support, and for the wonderful team that you provide us. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Abhay.
I really wish to look forward to work with you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, Abhay.
Happy Diwali to all of you.
Yes, you have given us a lot of joy with your speech. Before we go on to Gracema, who is waiting to speak, I request Manu, one of the superstars whom everybody has been naming, to please talk to us for a couple of minutes.
Thank you, ma'am, for that opportunity. Today I was listening to all these people because we have been teaching all these batches for the last few years, and many are there who might have not cracked at the moment that we might have managed their batch, but eventually they didn't stop their hard work, of course, smart work as you have recommended, and eventually they have followed their passion and cracked what they all really wished for. And 700 is itself a great number. So. Uh, I think okay, Sam on audible. Yeah, yes. So today morning itself, when I saw that newspaper cutting, I immediately followed to my family as well, who, as ma'am knows, my parents already know Balakrishnan sir and all. So they were also like, okay, 700, that itself in a firm that we work, that itself is a huge number, and quite was like a moment for all of us to be a part of this event. And actually, we didn't stop working. That make us unique, I feel like, because even after having these results, we were all busy with this. I think the Zoom platform is not resting any time. That I had to actually today morning after the hybrid class that I've been till 3:30 right now. I am at our Ernakulam center, staying back here because I had to manage like 7 to 9 our dedicated batch as well. And I just told those students, actually, I have to close this call a bit early, this class a bit early, because we have the felicitation coming up. So before 9 o'clock, I have to end this. So I have to stop at 8:50 or something. So in that manner, we are continuously working on combating all these things. So even if we have got a huge success, we didn't stop, or like we are not too much excited with all these things. We are always with our responsibilities. I think that makes the team well, like get all these kinds of results for all the efforts that we make. And I'm quite happy with the fact that everybody has mentioned my name as well along with this team. And which I don't believe at times because I feel like I am sometimes more lazy than these students. But still, at the moment that we turn on the camera and say good morning or good afternoon, students, the moment I don't know what kind of aura that we all get because we are always influenced by ma'ams, that kind of the method that she addresses her students, that consciously or unconsciously that comes to all of us. So anyway, I hope we can continue this kind of a grace and energy forever, and still we can hear all these students acknowledging us for all the things. I don't say it's our efforts to also count. You also put a lot of effort for all these things. So happy that you believe in us more and continue trusting us, be with us, inform all your success further. So that's all that I want to speak. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, ma'am, for this opportunity. Thank you, my team, for being with me for all this success.
Thank you, Manu. Thank you from all of us, all your students. There are a few people eager to speak. I will first call Gracema and then Labiba, and then one by one, as I have already told you, I will come to you. Please wait, don't leave yet, and please speak within 2 minutes so that everybody will get an opportunity. Yes, Gracema, please.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, thanks be to Jesus because I have to put God first. And thanks to Vallath team for making me secure something that is beyond my imagination. I'm Gracema. I'm doing my final years in Masters. Means that I've applied for a NET exam where I was just in my first year. First, I have to completely tell that I've joined in December 2024 batch, online batch. I happened to attend just a month of class, and the first thing that I've noticed was the syllabus is much broader for an individual. Even if I worked for a decade, I could not complete that much of a syllabus. So what I came to know about net preparation was that Vallath has taught me to study each work with so much depth, so that I won't miss out on any questions that are important. I learned of strategies, and every aspirant must be well aware of preparing for this exam. And gatekeeping this strategy is totally useless because I've learned something very much important from Kalyani ma'am. That is to study from all university syllabus. I went through every university syllabus so that I get to know of all the prescribed work, and even I went through Science syllabus too. So I definitely need to thank Kalyani ma'am, and the materials they provide, the encyclopedia is so wonderful. I recommend everyone to purchase it, and even if I have God's grace, it's important to give effort. Thank you, Kalyani ma'am, for taking effort, and I definitely suggest everyone listening to get encyclopedia, and it's just a month's time of preparation for me, and even that is so much worth it. And everyone, thank you for your efforts. Thank you, Vallath team. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Gracema. Thank you. I think along with all of you, 700 plus superstars and 50 plus superstars from Team Vallath, we have other 7 superstars here whom everybody is naming, who cannot speak to us, but they are all speaking to us all the time, the encyclopedias. So, congratulations, encyclopedias. You have done it. The criticism encyclopedia is being designed, I'm telling you. Okay, Labiba, would you like to speak now quickly? After that, Anil, who has somehow moved to a place with better connectivity, I invite you to speak.
Yes, good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I cannot tell you in words how, I have been waiting for this moment to speak to you like this live. And whenever I saw videos where you would felicitate other students, I would always imagine what it would be like, speaking like this to you live. And here I am speaking with my guru today. And I must say that if whatever I have achieved today, without you, it would have been just impossible, ma'am. Just impossible, I'm telling you. And my words are not fake. I'm saying it from my heart, ma'am. And to all the aspirants, I would like to say that if you want to have a strategy, you might have a lot of materials, this won't be wrong if I say that this was my 5th attempt, and I attempted for NET, and I had told ma'am that I've already done my PhD. So ma'am, whenever if I fill the form also, what am I going to, ma'am? Do you remember? I asked you about filling the form also. Which slot should I mark? And you said that you will not get JRF, of course, because I've moved past that age. So for PhD and assistant professorship you'll get. So I ticked that box, and I knew that I would crack net this time. This much confidence was there, not overconfident, but my score was 99.97. So this is like unimaginable for me, man. And the encyclopedia, I'm telling you, even after getting this much score, I'm not going to part away from this. I'm going to keep them with me as my most prized possession. They're still there in my, bookshelf. They are going to help me for my whole life, I know, because I, being a teacher, I left my job for 1 year. I shared this with ma'am, and I remember ma'am because the way she pronounced my name was Libaba, and everybody laughed at the end in the class. And I too had a great laugh because my name is a little difficult for new people to pronounce. And then I have stored the encyclopedias like jewelry, like precious gems. And I was always very bad in maths, like any other English students. Most majority of English literature students would say. But thanks to all the first paper teachers, I cannot name each of them here. Aparna ma'am, Manu sir, then Grishma ma'am for education, logic and philosophy, Rushati ma'am for the revision. All the teachers, my God, and Roy sir for the small tips that he gave us. They're actually helping a lot. At the time of the great revelation, where sitting for your exam, these points help a lot. And ma'am's audio lectures, audio revisions, if we all, because other students are also aspiring to get NET and JRF, listen to them as shloks. Even when I went to sleep, I used to put this in my ears, and then I used to listen to them as mantras. So when you sit for the exam, it's a small secret. Everyone now knows that ma'am's voice comes to help you out during the exam. So when you are coming across a difficult question, her voice will come and help you out to solve that question. So listen to them day in and day out, while cooking, while gardening, doing any other work. Just listen to ma'am's voice. Helps a lot. And the like I said, you might have a lot of materials, but to channelize them into a proper direction, this is this is where you need ma'am.
Thank
And
you,
she's
Laviva.
not just a teacher, because she's also a perennial learner. She also keeps learning along with us. We are aspirants. We have a purpose for the study, but for us, she keeps awake and she sleeps only for 3 or 4 hours. Just imagine a teacher doing this much for us. I don't think I will be a teacher like you, ma'am, but a little bit of your blessings will do wonders to me. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks to you. Direct from the bottom of my heart, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks. God bless you. I got one message especially thanking Ankita Ganguly for her advanced theory sessions on YouTube. And somebody saying it's literally a blessing for everybody to have such sessions. Thank you, Ankita, from all of us. There are so many people again waiting, and let me now call upon Anil. And after Anil, I would request Varilika to speak. Anil?
Hello, ma'am.
Ha.
Am I audible?
Yes.
First of all, thank you so much, ma'am, and the whole team Vallath for everything, throughout. So I'll just wrap it quickly, my story. It all started last year from March, when I joined your course. And before that, I recently had, done my master's from an open university. So, and a state open university, right? So I was not very much hopeful that, I would crack anytime soon the NET exam. And although I had, I had written the recent March exam, and I was, totally hopeless that I won't make it this time. But then I joined your course, thinking that I would definitely need a coaching, and of course I needed it. So I joined your course, and I was pretty much sure now I'll prepare thoroughly and I'll make it next time. But as after a few days passed, the results came, and I was shocked that I had already made the net. So you won't believe it, I was disappointed, and I would be the first person to get disappointed by the net results, because I had got it without much hard work. I even my graduation was from political science, right? So I was like, how can I make this, right? This is unfair. And I wanted to study, right? I haven't even started to study yet. I had just joined your course. I was like, no, I have to study properly. I have to become a scholar. As you have, keep on telling us that you have to become a scholar. It doesn't Your marks doesn't matter, but you have to become, right. So I was like, okay, I'll continue, and of course I need the real knowledge for my interviews and all, right. So I continued, and I the J23 batch, I cherished that batch. It was a lovely batch, and I made a lot of friends. I studied hard, and then I skipped J23 uh, attempt because I didn't think I was very much prepared for JRF. So I thought, let's leave this attempt and try next in December. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sorry, ma'am. So finally, I made. I missed the JRF in December 23 by 4 marks. 2 questions. So I was like, okay, but I have, this is my real achievement because now for the first time I have got net for with my actual caliber and actual hard work. So I was very happy. And then again, at this time, I got JRF, and thank you so much to you and your team again. I really, I think this is a bit weird. For my story seems a bit weird, but I think it's very inspiring in a strange way that you have to become scholar, right? Marks don't matter, you know. Uh, More than marks, your caliber, your hard work, the hard work you do, the knowledge you gain, that matters a lot. And yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity, and sorry for the network again.
Anil is a naturally brilliant and one of the wonderful students in that batch. And I don't know what he means by wanting to become better scholar because he was already very good. I'm
No,
sure.
ma'am, but I actually, yeah, I just got a bit lucky, that's all. That's all. Yeah.
So happy for you, Anil.
Thank you
Keep
so much,
going,
ma'am.
keep learning. Wish you all the
Thank you,
best.
ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
yes. Yeah, Varilika, I think I had asked you to speak next. Varilika, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm immensely grateful to the entire team Vallath. And I want to especially mention that the positivity that you bring in the class, it, boosts my entire day from morning 7 to like the 7 to 9 and 8 to 9. Every time I just listen to your classes, it is so inspiring. And not just classes, the quizzes that you send of each specific topics, the tests that we get all the time to attempt. Before the class you ask questions, after the class you ask questions. It keeps us alive to constantly hear you with all our attention. And the summaries that Hina ma'am provides on YouTube, they are invaluable. Also, I would like to tell that I did my master's from IGNU, and about that, I was a bit underconfident always, that I used to feel there are people did from big universities, central universities, but nonetheless, I joined Vallath, and it gave me a lot of insight. And specifically, Princey ma'am, she was always so optimistic about it. So I thought that yes, uh, I did well in my IGNU exams as well. And then I got the inspiration from her to join, like to follow her footfalls and join IIT someday maybe. And yes, so I just want to thank you with all my heart, ma'am. That's all.
Thank you, Varilika. Princey, now that Varilika has talked about you, many people might want to see you because you were there in their journey helping them. You are still there invisibly in Telegram. Please talk to us for a minute.
Hi, congratulations everyone. Congratulations, Varalika. So, yeah, right now, Anil also mentioned that he was from distance, then Varalika, and there are many more people have been contacting me about it. So you don't need to worry even if you are from distance education. You did your masters from distance. You just need that extra hard work, extra push, and you will be good to go. So congratulations to all of you and welcome, because many ways have opened for you. So just go for it. Come to IIT. Like you can come to my institute or any other institute that you wish for, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Princey. Many people have benefited from the Telegram polls that Princey and Shubhendu have been doing in our Telegram group. We have here Jayalakshmi J. Nair, who has done Olia quizzes, and then we have Sushil Dogra, who has used only our materials. We are so proud of you guys. Are you there? Would you like to speak to us? Sushil Dogra and Jayalakshmi Nair, are you there? Maybe they're not. We wish them all the best. We are so proud that they have achieved this. Dr. Rushati Das Gupta has been helping a lot of you with post-colonialism, and she is behind all the regular tests that you have been getting in this batch. It is going really well. Rushati, would you please like to speak to our students?
Hello, everyone. First of all, a huge congratulations to all of you for clearing the net. But remember, this net is just the beginning. It will take you to places. Your hard work, your dedication that you have shown in the exam, please continue it further as well. And you will definitely do well. And yes, our students, like some of the students from the T23 batch, especially, I'm seeing your names here right now. So I'm so proud of you that from that batch also, J24 I knew because you have texted me personally telling that you have cleared the net and your thank you and all that really made my day. Like people are calling and telling me about clearing net. And especially D23, I had spent only 2 months with you all. So from that batch also, when I see people qualifying, it's really like I saw you again for the crash course and revisions, and I'm really happy to see some of you. I could connect with only few, but then I'm really happy for you all. Congratulations once again, and yes, keep learning, keep the hard work on. That's it. A lot of people want to speak, that's why I'm keeping it short. And yes, all the best for your future. And also, my D24 students are also here. Like all the best to all of you, and congratulations once again.
Thank you, Rishati. Thank you very much. Angeli from J24 online batch, are you there? Would you like to speak now? We are coming to everybody else. Please give us a few more minutes. Angeli, you can keep it short so that everybody will be able to speak.
Hi, ma'am. I'm unable to switch on my camera. Yeah. So first of all, let me thank you for the amazing help that you have lended. This time I was able to clear net with 99.3 percentile, for which I'm very proud of myself. And let me extend my thanks to each of the Vallath faculties out here. And I don't know how much I should thank you for the encyclopedias that you have given to me. Like it is magic. I don't know how many times I've read the encyclopedias, maybe more than 5-7 times. And what amazes me is that every time when I open, there is always something new I read. Still, if I open, there is something new I come across. So it's a magic. And thanks a lot. And I would like to mention Roy sir's classes that he gives when the exams are nearing. It's quite interesting because how easily he says it can't be option A and B. So let's take option C and D. So it's like that's an easy way. I taking exams very seriously. That's also another way we can approach answering the questions. So this time, sir, I did got inspired from you, and I did give a shot, and I was able to clear net. So thank you so much for that easy peasy way of cracking or approaching the exams. So once again, let me thank you, ma'am, and all the faculties out here. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjali. Thank you, Anjali. Many people have been mentioning Roy and the great help that he has given to them. And right now, Roy, Setu Lakshmi, then Sandeep, Ashwati, Grishma, they're all doing another extremely useful thing for all of you, which is they have started, helping you with research. This research mentorship is going to go a long way in your lives. Roy, would you please speak 1 minute?
Yeah, sure. What Kalyani ma'am and team are letting me do now, they've always let me do amazing things, but now in particular, we are handling the particular part of our output that goes out free of cost to the largest number of people. So that's especially an honor, because unlike, I don't know how many coaching centers there are that offer so much material entirely free of cost. And not just that, there are students who talked in this live who have just passed net and JRF just by attending those free material, just by accessing the free lectures that we have put up, right? So I think that's a rare honor for a coaching center, even though we have standardized metrics to measure coaching centers performance, and we shine in those also, by the way. But I think this is a unique distinction that only we would have. And that is, again, it's not just because of us putting the material out there, it's also because of you people who are confident and who trust us and who use that material. You are so confident that you know that you can pass the exam, you can face the exam just with that alone. And I don't know, I do not have enough words to express our gratitude for that level of trust that you put in us. Without that, we would not be able to continue as we are doing now. So thank you so much. And I'm so pleased that the stories that all of you have shared, some of the stories of the person who has been trying since 2015, those stories actually inspire us teachers. Even though we are apparently here to inspire you, it's the other way around that things are happening. So thank you so much again. All right, not taking up time because others would also like to speak.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you very much. Then thank you for all the great help. Krishna Agarwal has been with us for a long time as a student. She wants to speak. Krishna, your turn now.
Hello. Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Good evening to everyone. And first of all, heartiest congratulations to everyone who have got NET, PhD or JRF this time. Ma'am, I have been your student since graduation because the place from where I come, there are no good teachers teaching English literature, and you are the igniting force for me, especially, who ignited this passion for English literature in me. So I'm really, really thankful to you. I'm really feeling honored to speak to you like this for the first time live. And I remember one incident, ma'am, when I had taken your 7 recorded classes at 7. That course I have taken from you, and in that course, in the BL literature, there you are talking about Thomas Hardy's test, and while speaking about that, you start crying. And while doing my preparation, when I heard that video, even I started crying with you. And my mother just turned and she said, "What happened?" And I was like, I was so touched by your lecture that time. I really feel overwhelmed while speaking right now as well. And I got PhD this time, ma'am, because of you. And I'll do more hard work to get JRF as well in my further attempts.
Thank you. Wish you all the best. You will scale great heights, Krishna.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's my dream to meet you once. I hope I get that opportunity.
We will meet with God's grace. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you. There are many people still left. Is Bhumika Panikar here? She had wanted to speak. I think we went too long and she had to leave. Professor Digvijay, are you here? If not, Jasmine.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I am so overwhelmed. I want to express all my gratitude to you and the entire team. And I also want to share about my journey. My journey has been very awkward. I finished my master's 2 years back and I took a slump. I didn't know what was happening. I lost complete faith in myself. I always knew I wanted to appear for NET exams, but I never had the confidence. I always thought it's such a huge syllabus, it's humanly impossible to cover the syllabus. So for 2 years, I didn't have the courage to even register for the exam. A friend of mine had cleared NET attending your classes, and she had suggested me your course, which I enrolled in December 23. But I was going through a mental battle myself, and I didn't attend any of your classes. And I just didn't have it. I just lost complete faith in myself. These 2 years had been very difficult for various reasons. I just could not get myself to study, and I don't know, maybe it was God's wish that I just had the courage to register for the exam, and I sat for the exam in June completely unprepared. And the exams were cancelled. It was like God's giving me a sign. And for 2 months, I just listened to your lectures. I had zero effort from my side. I would open the encyclopedias and listen to your lectures and nothing else. I didn't have enough time to watch all the videos. And I have watched maybe only 70 to 80 of your class lectures, and I had cleared NET. And I can't believe it. My life has changed. I've gained back confidence. I have faith in myself. I know what to do with my life now. I was borderline depressed and anxious all the time. I had to see a psychologist, and I just stopped going to the psychologist after the results were out. I didn't have to anymore. I'm a different person now, and it's all because of you. I would have given up on life had it not been before your classes. My life has changed because of you, ma'am, and I think I'm taking too long, but I'll be forever grateful. And now I have enough faith in myself. I will work harder this time, and I will hopefully see you again for another felicitation with JRF. Thank you so much, the entire team, but especially ma'am. You've taught me like your own child, and I've only seen the videos. And I'm just so grateful. Thank you so much.
What can I say? I'm so glad that it came at the right time to help you.
You have saved me like an angel. You have changed my life. Thank you so much.
I want to say this. It is that you changed your life. Nobody else comes from outside and changes your life. We were just a medium. It just so happened that we met, but it is you who changed your life. Take responsibility for it.
You
I'm
were like
proud
an
of you.
answered prayer in my
You
life.
can still do more miracles and wonders. You did it. You'll continue to do it.
With your blessing, with everyone's blessing.
Of course. Always prayers and blessings.
Thank you, ma'am.
Proud of you. Yes, Pratiksha is now waiting to speak. Pratiksha, will you please speak to us?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Hello, ma'am. I just do not know where do I begin, ma'am. All of them have literally shared their experiences at this point, and I have to begin with this one statement. Thank you to just exist. I cannot tell you how grateful I am at this point. I have been through many debacles, ma'am. Let me just tell you that I am a student online of your online batch, June 23 batch. I belong to Odisha. I'm currently a PhD scholar at Ravinshaw University. Before that, I have been through, 4 attempts. This was literally my 5th attempt, and I cannot tell you how difficult it has been for me. And this time was actually unexpected. I didn't expect that I will crack, but then, ma'am, I literally had tears. I have scored 98.4 percentile this time, and for the last 4 times I have already obviously followed all your courses, and I was I was always keeping a track of whatever you taught. Everybody has taught about or talked about your course already, your lectures, your free lectures, your courses, and of course, everybody else who was in that field. Everybody has contributed to all of this, to whatever I have achieved today. My journey is still on at this point. I'm looking at JRF, but I just want to take a moment and I want to say this at this point that I'm just so grateful to all of you who have shaped me. Whatever I am today, whatever I have achieved today in the field of literature, and yet, all those good days that are yet to come, it is only and only because of all your efforts. Ma'am, you are already popular at my university. Everybody knows who you are, and I have. This is my testimony of what I have achieved, and I believe that you will keep inspiring other people as well. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak, ma'am. Thank you so much, and I'm more than grateful to you, ma'am. I'm just falling short of words. I do not know. I might start crying. I don't know, because I'm literally shivering as I say this right now. I'm feeling the heat in my body as I say. I mean, I do not know. I mean, I'm just so grateful to Team Vallath. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pratiksha. You will get JRF. You have a long way to go. You will
Thank you so much, ma'am.
get there.
I am literally trying, ma'am. And another thing, ma'am, I'm just blessed. I feel blessed that I got to talk to you today. Finally, every time when I used to look at the results, and I had this pang in my heart that even I want to be in this team someday, where I want to be, I want to qualify the exam or speak to you, one to one. And finally, I'm able to achieve that today. Thank you so much, ma'am.
So I have told everybody, you did it. Our role in it is actually very minimal. I am so proud of each and every one of you. Next, waiting to speak is Tabasum. Are you there, Tabasum? Alina Ansari?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yes, please speak.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Am I visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So, hi everyone, and I'm very excited to tell you how I followed ma'am. I was in my master's first sem, and I happened to meet Hardika, and Hardika was already following ma'am's lectures. And when we were, and she didn't have a BA in English, but we had, and she was having more knowledge about English literature than we who already studied for 3 years we were having. So I asked her, how come like you have prepared more, you were not of this background? So she told me that she follows you, and she used to watch videos, and she also suggested me at the rate 6 videos. And then after that I started watching, and I gave my first net, and I scored, like I was just 3 questions away from clearing net. And that time I was very sad, but then I took your course J24, and then I was really happy that it's good that I didn't qualify it back then, because otherwise I would have not got to learn so much from the very vast ocean of knowledge. Just a small drop of it I might have conceived so far, but then thank you so much, ma'am, for guiding us through all this, and the journey has been amazing with you.
Thank you, Alina. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Yes. Malavika Nair, are you there?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Malavika.
Ma'am, am I visible?
I'll make you. No, not yet.
Oh my God.
Would you speak? Malavika, please speak.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes, please speak.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Malavika M. Nair, and I am Kalyani ma'am's D24 baby. Usually, I don't come and speak on Zoom calls because I'm a little bit introverted on online, but I'm really extrovert when I'm offline. And I was really happy because when the net exam results were announced, I was the first person to reveal my achievement to ma'am, and I got the opportunity to meet her the next day itself, and I find it really lucky, and it was like a full circle moment for me. And I would like to really thank Kalyani ma'am for helping me crack this exam. That her motivation and her classes were that gentle nudge for me to complete my dream. And before moving on to my dear teachers, I would like to mention the technical staff of Vallath team, because I have seen there are so many students who join the classes in between different courses, and I have seen the technical team taking literal efforts to answer each and every queries in the group. I've seen them repeat the same thing again and again without any problems, without showing any face. So I find it literally amazing. And moving on to our dear teachers, first of all, I would like to thank you to teach maths through online classes. But I have example, there was a time when there was some sort of technical glitch, and her audio was not available, not very clear, and she used to apologize to us so many times, and I wondered why she could have easily postponed the class another day. It is literally possible for her to do that, and we are also okay with that, but she took the effort to complete the class that day itself. It took some time, but she made so much effort to make that class happen, and I was literally amazed at how much effort she puts in. Even I have seen so many teachers not well while taking classes, and they make it a point to come to our classes and teach us. I would like to thank Rushti ma'am for her revision sessions, post-colonial classes, Ankita ma'am for her Indian literature classes and revision sessions. And I have seen Sudeep sir. He comes in between Kalyani ma'am's classes and offers us some nuggets of wisdom. And I would also like to thank Jobin sir for his research methodology classes, Manu sir for his IT classes and communication classes. I'm sorry if I've missed out any teachers, and also Elizabeth ma'am for her revision sessions. I'm literally out of words. I'm speechless. I have so many things to say, but I know that there are so many people waiting to show their gratitude to Kalyani ma'am. So I'm winding up my words. Thank you.
Thank you, Malavika. Thank you so much, Malavika. Tabasum, we were waiting for you, and now you're back. Please speak, Tabasum.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, I'm really very happy that I'm speaking to you. I've always dreamt of it. Frankly speaking, after Allah, I'll give this credit of clearing my JRF to you, ma'am. I don't know why I took this decision to clear net. Actually, I'm not a proper literature student. I have my master's in physics and my MA is distant. Although I'm a lecturer in English, so I took this decision that if I am an English teacher, then I must have a good command in literature as well. So I thought to crack this exam. But when I opened the syllabus, I was just so awestruck. My God, what has happened? What is the syllabus? What to study, how to study. Everything is so vast in this subject, ma'am. I didn't have the foggiest idea even that how to start, what to do even. So then I just found your YouTube videos, and I think your YouTube videos are around Corona period. So I just found you and your content very interesting. But still having command on literature was like a far-fetched dream for me. I was not able to find that aporia, that how this paper is set. Matlab, the paper is the paper is so unimaginable. I don't know how, I still don't know how they construct this paper. After clearing this JRF2, I don't have any idea. Then finally, I decided to take your course, and it was the 26th Jan. I took your course. I just took admission in your course. I was like, I was, so skeptic that I will clear this exam or not. Again, after your course, everything was not like a cakewalk. I have a job and a family, and of course, I'm a mother of two. So I didn't take your live classes. I used to watch recordings. मतलब I used to feel like यार सब आगे जा रहे हैं, मतलब मैं ही पीछे रह गई हूँ. Every time I used to feel like this. I did quizzes again and whenever I used to in bus, I put on my earphones and listen to the audios. This way, through audios, I completed my criticism and theory. As I didn't have this much time, but you used to say, listen to the audios like crazy. You used to say like this. I'm so crazy about you, ma'am. For Indian literature, I didn't watch any class. I just watched your last year classes because it was your videos. I don't know, but I feel a connection with you.
Thank you, Tabasum. I'm sure that this connection that you feel, this love that you feel for me is because something has bloomed inside you. That spark has started. It is going to really transform your life, your career. That is why. I'm so happy that you spoke, and I'm so happy to hear your story. There are two more people waiting to speak, Sarvat Samreen and Hemavardhini. I'm sure it is very late. Can you please quickly talk to us?
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's been a great pleasure looking at you and talking to you. So to keep it short, I'll thank everyone at the Vallath team, you and the whole team who have inspired us and who have helped us crack this exam. So I would also like to mention to everyone that the encyclopedias are a great treasure. They make your work half. You can literally spend your time only writing extra points. You do not have to spend much time on making notes. And the audio classes, the revision sessions that ma'am provide, everything is a blessing for us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sarvat. Hemavardhini?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Ma'am, I would like to give my immense thank you to each and every one of you because my journey is like this is my 6th attempt, and every time I used to miss because of 1 percentile or something, and I was doing self-study. So I started to see your YouTube videos, and then I was like, my mom was asking me, did you join a course? Because she seems to be teaching it, very differently, and it's nice. And I said, no, I didn't join a course. And she was like, do it now. And then I joined in the J24 batch, but still I joined very late by February. So I was very considerate that, I have missed a lot of portions, syllabus because the classes were already started. So then I add a timetable of myself where like for 2 hours, I'll complete this particular portion and then another 2 hours. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to write this exam for SET so that I'm also going to write it for NET because I was like, every time I tend to miss it. So I was like, okay, let me write for SET. And then I literally lived in Vallath world for 10 days, ma'am. Like I was literally reading all the encyclopedias, the model QPs. The model QPs really helped me a lot because I was able to know where I was lacking. And I was able to go through them. And during the June exam, I was able to see all those questions in my QP. And I was like, okay, I've done something so good. All those, I remember Meena Kanda Swami questions were there in the QP. And I was like so happy that I've done very well and the calculations are too good. And then the very next day they say it's cancelled. And I was like, what is this? And then then I had sort of like, I felt like, okay, maybe, I should stop or is there is something lacking. So I didn't study in a very sort of every day, but I did all the revisions, the quizzes which you shared to us, you shared it to us. And then I actually took all the notes which you were doing in the online classes, ma'am. So those three things were like the encyclopedia, the notes, and the quizzes were something I was doing again and again because I was working and I was doing my PhD. So I used to wake up till 11 o'clock or something. I used to have this balm, like Amritanjam, like balm, so that I should not sleep. I should focus on this. So my mom is like, "What are you doing?" So that's what I was, and I didn't check the answer key, and I started to prepare for the next net. So I thought, why should I waste time? Like, let me, it is sort of like a knowledge for me, right? So let me gain more knowledge. And I started to prepare for it, and I was sitting in the same place and I was checking my result, and it was qualified. I started to shout. I was keep on checking the result the very next day also, whether it is really, it is like qualified or not. Like, and then when I took the printout and when I just looked into it, I was like so happy that I've achieved something. And the reason is you. You made me to look into the subject in an optimistic way, because from your classes, what I understood was that I should not see this as an exam, which is of very big hurdle, or it's like a Hercules task. Yes, it is a Hercules task, but through this, I'm going to gain a knowledge, which I'm going to share it with my students. So when I started to see it in that perspective, every day I just wanted to feed myself with a lot of information and update myself. And Ankita ma'am, like whenever she used to answer these questions in the online classes, I used to be like, okay, I need to be like her. I have to say the answers like her. So thank you, Ankita ma'am and Jobin sir, for always inspiring me. And thank you, Vallath ma'am, for inspiring me. All the way the love from Chennai.
Thank you, Hemavardhini. That was such an inspiring and passionate talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
The last person before we come to Team Vallath is Shreya. Shreya, you have got 1 minute.
Hello, ma'am. I'm extremely grateful that I got this opportunity to be in front of you and talk to you. I joined the self-paced course, and before that, I gave the exam once, and I got 18 percentile in paper 2. And I was like, I was excited, and I was not very sad about it. I was like, it was expected. But after that, I found like I was looking for a good guidance, and I found you on Quora, and everyone was praising so much that encyclopedias and about you. And then I took the self-paced course, and then I started watching the videos, and it was very difficult for me because I come from a background where I didn't know about any of those things. I didn't even know that post-colonial literature exists and world literature and this and that. I didn't know about any of those things. And I started learning. I watched all the videos twice, and then uh, I 1 month course I took in for June 2024 exam, and the first attempt was really bad. Like, and after that, I decided that I should take the 6-month online course, and just in 2 months, like my marks increased by 30 marks just in 2 months, and I qualified UGC NET. And all thanks to you and the entire team. And I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Shreya. Thank you very much. Hina, Ankita, Ananya, Shubhendu, so many people who are doing online work are not here. Ananya is here though. Ananya, would you please switch on your video?
Ma'am, actually, I'm at a relative's place, so I couldn't switch on the camera, but I've been listening throughout the session, and it just fills my heart with joy. Some of my friends are here and they qualified from the J23 batch, and some of them I've seen in the revision sessions. Overall, it just, with each victory and each story, it feels like it's my story, it's our story. And it's just, we keep feeling their joy, when they share it. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has shared their stories. Everyone had a unique journey, and, it teaches us so many things, genuinely. Like, I felt like I have been taught so many life lessons today. Congratulations to everyone, and thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. All your classmates, Ananya, are calling out your name in the chat box. And, somebody here talked already about the administrative team at Vallath, who are doing a rest, without rest, they are doing an amazing job. Many of them are here. I request all of you to switch on your videos. We have Ritik, we have Adarsh, Akhil, Anjali. I see them in the group. Please switch on your videos, Swale. And also we have Aishwarya, Kannan, Anjana, who are not here today. The leadership, Zina, Anand, Sajid, and to lead all of us, we have Sudeep, who has been here with us throughout, representing all of you. Ritik, would you like to speak a few words?
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, I would like to congratulate everyone. And it's you who have made us proud today. And we are all because of you. And thank you so much because of everything you have given and showed for us. And yeah, of course, you have a great future, which is looking forward for you. And our faculty, everyone who represents us is very, very proud because of you all. And thank you so much for everything.
Yes. Before everybody sleeps off, and already we are all looking like zombies. Okay, GGP, somebody is, I don't know if you wish to speak. Do you wish to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please. We are here to listen to you.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, all. I would like to express my gratitude. This was my third attempt, and I only got qualified for PhD admission, but it's just a beginning that I'm also happy that I'm able to continue. I will be able to continue with Team Vallath for my next goal also. And this I completely owe this to Team Vallath and you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Can I know your name?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Gauri.
Thank you, Gauri. And thank you, everyone. We would like to end with Sudeep's words.
Basically, the June exam was a kind of a sad thing because it was cancelled. But then we, as every action has a opposite reaction or even more. We have come back with a bang, and you have got whatever you have worth, what your efforts were worth. And now we are happy that you have done more work because of that setback, and made us all more than proud. So we are very happy that, or it's a combined effort, and a little bit of our efforts are there, but then all your hard work has borne fruit, and we have together made a benchmark in the national scene. Sort of. So all of you have to go further and put more effort into your to achieve further when higher. But then it will all come about, since you have come to a stage where you have achieved, accomplished yourself, and you have seen what you are capable of. So all the very best, and congratulations once more, and keep going higher and achieving more, and make us more proud. And yeah, let's learn more and get a higher level further. So thank you very much, all of you.
So good night. Love you all. We are there with you every step. Whenever you need us, God bless you all. Thank you from all of us. Much love. We'll end this.